Come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What is your dumb ass say it?
Okay, now, I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but if I get a lot of negative feedback, just know that I don't care and I said what I said. Now, as you can see from the title, I'm talking about the strongest creature in One Piece, the Yonko himself, Kaido. Now, depending on what happens in the next few chapters, maybe this video will be pointless, but until then, Kaido gotta get this work. In most of my One Piece videos, I give Kaido a lot of shit just because I have him to a certain standard, just because of how he was introduced in the story of One Piece. He was labeled as one of the 4 great emperors of the sea, along with Shanks, Whitebeard, and Big Mom. And during Marineford, it was reported that Shanks was in the middle of stopping Kaido from interfering with the battle at Marineford. Now, I believe that Shanks gave Kaido them hands with mid-difficulty.
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What is your dumb ass say it?
But you know, people want to downplay Shanks just because he's the youngest Yonko and he doesn't have a devil fruit and stuff and only has 1 arm. So they think that Shanks bargained with Kaido to stand down. Now it's speculated that Kaido probably wanted to go there so he could fight Whitebeard and see who was the strongest. Because, you know, strongest man in the world versus strongest creature in the world. That would be a dream match to see. But once we got the Dressrosa, that's when I started to become a fan of Kaido and somewhat put him on a higher pedestal than most of the other Yonkos. Kaido, hands down, has the best entrance and best narrations in One Piece history. He jumps off of a sky pier that's over 12,000 feet in the air and gets up like it was nothing. He's been stabbed, hung, and shot numerous times and still survived it. He's challenged the Yonkos and Navy numerous times. Like, Kaido has a Hall of Fame stat sheet. Not to mention, it is stated that in a 1v1, always bet on Kaido. Whether it's on land, sea, or air. You are going to lose no matter what. He also had an alliance with Doflamingo since Punk Hazard, creating the Smile Devil Fruit so that he could create an army and start the greatest war in the history of wars. So after all that, I was extremely excited for the Wano arc. And to top it off, they gave Kaido once again another badass introduction by showing his Devil Fruit, which was a freaking dragon. So my hype for this beast was already at the ceiling. But when Luffy pulled up on him with a blunt in his mouth and gave him an elephant gun, everybody freaked out on the internet when this happened because people were like, is Kaido trash? Is Luffy going to get an easy dub on a Yonko? But I didn't really trip over it because Kaido was drunk and Luffy thought he killed his friends, so I let it slide. But, you know, Kaido didn't because he immediately one-shotted Luffy and threw his ass in jail. And my first reaction was like, whew, glad Oda saved face for Kaido. But it wasn't until we got to the flashbacks with Oden is when I started calling this man trash and giving him so much hate. This is spoilers for anime only watchers, but you'll be getting to these said spoilers very soon. So if you still want to hear this, then I appreciate you. You still here? Okay, so Kaido fought Oden, who was the former shogun of Wano. And let's just say that Kaido got the business from this man. Oden beat Kaido so bad that he has PTSD. Like, I bet Oden is the reason why Kaido drinks Henny and cries all the time. I believe that Kaido would have died by Oden's hands if it wasn't for the dirty tactics that he used in the fight. And he also got the business from Oden's crew, but they got dropped as well, stating that their attacks won't wound him like they did with Oden, saying that their attacks weren't as strong as his. Oh yeah, and in chapter 1000, Luffy dropped this man once again. But he has shown some impressive feats, like clashing with Big Mom for 3 days straight. And that's it. Like, that's all he's done in the first 3 acts of Wano. Like, Kaido hasn't shown me enough to get him back to that pedestal that I had him on earlier on. Like, Kaido is the least impressive Yonko to me. Like, Blackbeard has done more impressive shit than Kaido. I mean, if you want to talk about how he has the Smile Devil Fruits and all that other stuff, but that's not impressive to me. I mean, it is, but it's not to me. Like, Shanks hasn't even done anything, and he's more impressive. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe my expectations for Kaido were too high. Just like with Dragon and many other characters that haven't displayed their power yet in One Piece. But don't get me wrong, I'm not taking the title of being the strongest creature from him. It's just that Kaido has not met my expectations when it comes to the title of Yonko. I mean, even his crew is getting folded as well. Like Whitebeard, Shanks, Big Mom, and even Blackbeard have shown why they're Yonkos. But Kaido? No. Hasn't even shown it yet. Hopefully before Zoro kills him, he'll show why he's the strongest beast in One Piece. Thank you for watching the video. Do you still love Kaido? Do you think I'm capping with the Kaido disrespect? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you on the Grand Line.